Okay, now let's talk about this. This is 9 weeks of my mini braids, and yes, I know what you guys are thinking, what it looks like. Actually, this is exactly what it looks like. It's frizzy, it's tangled at the roots, and honestly, I've neglected my hair for a while, like for up to 2 weeks. Yes, all the things that I always do, I've not done it for 2 weeks. Like I said, in a post I posted on my community tab, life has been happening in so many ways, so I haven't had the time to take care of my hair the way I need to take care of my hair. But as you can see, sometimes some of these things happen, and it's also a blessing in disguise because leaving my hair alone for that long, as you can see, the growth is massive and it's looking very okay, if I must say. But though I still need to rebraid my hair because I'm approaching the third month and it's time to actually give it some fresh look. So you can see the growth is real. Now, I'm not saying you should neglect your hair like me, but sometimes life happens and you don't have the time to do the things that you actually would do on a daily or on a normal day. But then don't beat yourself up because you can always get back up on track, and that is very, very important. So I'm going to explain exactly what is going on here. So if you keep your hair in for longer than maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you begin to have growth, new growth, which of course is what we are looking for. So when you have new growth like that and it stays longer, they tend to like marry each other at the roots. So this is where you need to be careful. Like I say, I always check. So I begin to notice the roots are beginning to tangle together. So you can see the back as well is already very, very matted. And so while taking down, I must be very careful to take down. But this is even better than the last 6 months challenge I went on. The matting at the roots was really high. So I think this is something I can manage on. So but you can still see the growth is there and everything looks put together. But definitely when I'm doing the takedown, the rebraiding, I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to show you everything, my shedding, amount of hair I lost and all that. Guys, don't be like me. This was not planned, it was not predicted, but I'm so glad that the martin at the roots is just small, like it's not on the high side, so I can manage with this. But don't be like me. If you have time to take care of your hair, please do. And if for any reason you missed out on any of your routine, don't forget, when you remember or when you have the time, please do what you need to do to care for your hair. So I have been doing some evaluation and I'm watching my hair, and I know the areas that I need to step up on to maximize my hair growth, so that at the end of this challenge I don't have issues with my hair. So yes, life got busy, and somewhere in between trying to do everything, my hair care routine slowly slipped through the cracks. You can relate, guys. I know some of you might be able to relate, with when things don't go the way you plan. So let me know in the comment section if you've ever had any setbacks or slack in your routine. I've had that so many times, but I always get back on track. So, but here's the thing, I'm not beating myself up about it. Sometimes we fall off the wagon, and that's okay. What matters is that you get back up, remoisturize your hair, detangle if you need to, rebraid or retwist if you need to. Give your hair the love it deserves. The most important thing is progress over perfection. You will not always be perfect with your routine, but you can always make progress by doing the things that you feel you need to start doing. So starting this week and the coming weeks, as I approach the 3 month mark, I'm going to go back on track. That means I'm going to be moisturizing regularly, doing my scalp massage as usual because I also slacked back in that, and I'm also going to be refreshing my braids. Like I said, it's the 3 month mark. In a few weeks, I think in 2 weeks, I'll reach the 3 month mark. I want to rebraid, most especially those ones you see are already tangling at the root. So I want to rebraid that and refresh my edges as well. I've seen growth all around, and that's why I'm showing you guys so that you can see the growth. And I'm not about to let this growth go to waste by slacking out again. So if you've been slacking in your hair growth journey, maybe in your challenge, let this be a gentle reminder that it's never too late to start again. So what I'm doing right now is massaging my hair, my scalp. So I also use my scalp massager to kind of do a thorough massaging after applying the oil. I'm going to use my scalp massager to do a proper massaging. Then I'm going to moisturize my hair. So the time for slackness is over, and it's a journey. Like I said, this is a journey. You don't have to beat yourself up. If you realize that you have not been doing all that you want to do for your hair, you can always pick it back up and do the best you can. At the end of the day, even if you're not consistent because of maybe challenges or things that happen to you, yes, it happens to everyone at some point in life, but realizing that fact and getting back on track is what is important. And sometimes it is not even the amount of time you do it, it is the quality of time that you do it that matters a lot. So, and some things I've noticed also as well is that the matting at the roots are not too much like I was expecting. They are still very mild. So I guess in about 2 weeks when I'll be rebraiding, they will still be looking, I won't have any issue. Like, I'm trusting and hoping I won't have issues. And I'm using my tea spray. So in this particular tea spray, I added hibiscus leaves, and that is why you see the color is red. So it's my usual rosemary, fenugreek, cloves, but this time around I added some leaves of hibiscus, because hibiscus helps to thicken the hair, it helps to darken your hair as well, it prevents premature graying, and it has a whole lot of benefit. And if you can even take it as a tea, because I took some as well, I just poured out some and I took it as a drink, like as a tea. I drank it because this hibiscus tea is something I really love. Like, I could finish 1 liter in just 5 minutes. That's how much I love hibiscus drink. So it helps to prevent premature graying, it helps with excessive hair shedding. So that is why I added it. I used to add it, but recently I stopped adding it, not because I don't like it, but because of the color. Sometimes I feel, okay, I don't want to stain myself and all that, but I just added like 2-3 leaves of that in a bowl along with my rosemary, cloves and fenugreek, and yes, so that was mild. As you can see, you can't even notice that I applied hibiscus tea on my hair, so it was mild enough. Then I went in with my leave-in conditioner and then my oils and my hair butter. The leave-in conditioner I'm using in this particular video is my Mega Growth leave-in conditioner, and then after that I go in with my oil, which contains castor oil and sweet almond oil. Then my hair butter, which of course I did by myself. So that is the only product I used for my hair. So I'm still very much in love with the growth I've seen so far, and I'm going to continue on my hair growth journey. I'm not going to let anything to set me back again. So thank you guys for watching. Please drop a comment if you are in a mini braid struggle like me. Even if you just needed this reminder to get back on your hair routine, we've got this. But don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more honest updates from me and helping you in your natural hair journey as well. Frizz or no frizz, we keep growing our hair long and beautiful. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.